So, hi everyone, today I'm back again with another guide. This time around, we're going to talk about Extreme Awakening. So, Extreme Awakening is the 8 star, 8 grade units. Um, like this, my Misra. Um, they're the end game grade that you want. And I know there are plenty of questions, especially for newbies. That is this video's purpose is to answer those, hopefully. Now, uh, if you have an awakened unit, you know the things that it comes with, like awakened skill and such. 8th grade is no different. It comes with new things aside from higher grade, higher stats that you get. You also get couple of things as well. First off, you get two awakened units this time around, and this one, which is awakened skill, extreme awakened skill, which is a more powerful version of your skill, this dragon's attack in my case, which you can see has no cooldown, and I'll explain that later. So first off, let's discuss about the two awakened skills because there are plenty of questions about it. First off, can you have the same kind of awakened skill? The answer is obviously no. Having two oaths, two lethal attacks won't happen. I'm pretty confident that it is, even though there's no evidence that it can't happen. Yeah, so that's it. Second, uh, does the order matter? Mm, it should not. Um, the proc of each skills is independent from each other, meaning, for example, you have GOP, Goddess of Protection, and then OCD. What if OCD comes first before GOP? Then does that mean that uh, OCD should proc first? Of course not. GOP procs based on HP as well as OCD. GOP procs when you have like, actually, let's look. Um, we can see it here. If you change, look at GOP. If your HP falls below 30%, it will activate just once. So OCD will proc if you die, and you will last for 8 seconds. So order should not matter anyway. Now, if you're interested to know, yes, Storm Zone and Fire Zone can proc together because they have the same uh, proc input anyway, which is if your HP falls below 30%. Next up, if you change it, if you reroll, will the discount carry over? And do they cost the same? Yes, they do for both questions. And basically, that is it for the awakened skills. Also, before I forgot, um, if you extreme awaken, will your current awakened skill get changed? The answer is no, obviously. Come to think of it, if you have been playing back then and everyone's been re-rolling aggressively for Oath, and then when you extreme awaken, it will get changed. It doesn't make sense, so it does not. Whatever you currently have would retain. Okay, so that is it. Now, for the second thing, which is the extreme awaken skill, in my case, Dragon's Attack. Um, this one is slightly works differently than your regular skill. As you can see, there's no cooldown, like I said earlier. It's because its cooldown is dependent on the following. One, the number of attacks you've delivered, and I think skill as well, but I'm not too sure. If you have any questions about it, you can check. Okay, where do we check it? I forgot where you can look about it, but it basically means that its cooldown is different. So if you're a leader, you'll notice that your cooldown for Extreme Awaken skill is reaching its level before other EA supporters. So in Arena, ideally, if you have faster attack, your cooldown will be significantly less. So other people might actually go for increased attack speed and such. Now, for other things, you can see that it's a more powerful version, quote unquote, but not really. Why? Basically, when you this skill doesn't get any bonuses from skill power from your items. I'm not sure if it gets any bonus from lethal, but I doubt that it does. Um, any bonus from your jewels, your runes, it won't get such. So, yeah. But the benefit of it is, even without lethal, actually, like I said, lethal won't work in this. It does go through oath, based on my observation. And no, it actually tells you that it does goes through oath. Does it go through invulnerability, invincibility like lethal? No, it does not. Only against oath. I'm not too sure if it goes through other skill, but I'm pretty sure oath, it goes through oath. So, is this skill game changing? Yes. But making the game imbalanced? Definitely no. Because most of the time you can only throw one or even none at all in arena. So basically that's it. It's very helpful in scenario though. So yeah. Um so basically that's it for the brief brief information about Extreme Awaken. Now let's try to run a dungeon. You know, it's very difficult to run a dungeon, especially if you have no EA. I know someone that was able to without EA, but he is super lucky plus super duper skillful, so I don't associate myself to that skill level. So I only ran stage 3 for both my Asia and Hermes account. By the way, I'm playing currently at Hermes account, so this will be a good guide, I think, to show you how hard it is. And I'm doing manual. In Asia, I'm doing auto. So currently I have Cynthia of the Sun. Having two healers is not a must. I'm just using both because Cynthia's heal is really weak. So I have no oath, as you can see. Only intelligence and lethal. Though intelligence is decent, lethal is really appreciated. So, oh, see my mats first. Oh, I changed it, didn't I? Cynthia. Okay. So far I have these. So I'll run now. Basically there are 3 waves, 2 mini bosses before the boss itself. Basically CCs and invulnerabilities are very much appreciated. So I don't use my skills altogether at the same time, because as much as possible you want your opponent, you don't want your opponent to have an opportunity to move. So as you can see, I'm running around waiting for my skills cooldown. That's basically what you do uh, every time you move on to the next wave. Like this. Do this. Focus on the boss. Don't let him move. That's cleared. Okay. Mistra as a lead is bad in my opinion. Lana, Yuria, actually even Vicky is much better because her skill is kinda short in my opinion. So yeah. Now that our skills are on cooldown, we can now go to the boss. So my strategy here for the final boss is to proc invincible. So I can safely go. See, she's not moving. Got my curse up against her. She can't move. Use my EA skill, heal. Now my skill is available again and finish it. Like so. So that is my strategy. As of now, it's manual. Though I want, of course, to move on to the next level, which is the ability to auto. But for as long as you have two EAs, I think it's impossible. No, not that it's impossible, it's very hard. By the time you are able to do so, I think you have 4 EAs already anyway. So that's it for the guide, very short guide. I will have videos coming up for the uh, updates for TOD and basically all the information about update 1.7.5. So I'll see you later on and peace out.